to this happy place, welcome.
Hey guys, it's Tim, and I am with my beautiful wife, Audrey-Ann.
Hello.
She yawns.
I'm yawning. Hello.
You're listening to the Dreaming of Disney podcast, and we're here for another week, another exciting episode into the land.
Okay, what is this? Is this episode 57?
58.
58.
Episode 58.
So we are almost to 60.
Almost to 60.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're closer to 100 than to nothing.
That's true. That's true. We've been doing this for over a year. Year and a half. Almost
a year and a half.
Almost a year and a half. Didn't think it would last this long.
I really didn't give it any thought. I didn't really know.
That's right. But we have our loyal listeners. We can't let them down. We're getting more and more every week. So
that's fun.
We watch the graph and it's just going up.
That's nice. Cool. Thank you for listening.
We got some loyal listeners from Australia, I've noticed.
Very nice.
Yeah. Melbourne, looking at you.
Are you saying that correctly?
Melbourne.
Melbourne. I would need that. My best friend's husband is from Australia.
He is from Australia.
I would need to ask him. Yeah.
So we need to ask him. We'll need to bring him on next time. So this is a Disney with Friends episode. We have some guests with us who are waiting in the wings.
Yes. So we have Bethany and Haley, Moms with Magic. You can find them on Instagram. We met them when we went to Disneyland for the last day of Splash Mountain. We were all part of the Podcast Mics for Magic group. You guys have been seeing me share and talk about the magic crowns. Haley makes those. Bethany's a Disney travel planner, so we'll talk about that. But yeah, super excited. They were so sweet. We had just a great time. We didn't even spend a whole lot of time with them, but that was one of the best parts of our day. It was just the short period of time that we were hanging out with them. And so, when we met them, like Haley said, she was like, if you guys ever want to collab and have, we'd be happy to come on your podcast. And we were like, that'd be awesome. That would be great.
Done and done.
And then now I'm a brand rep for her for the summer. So super excited.
Yeah. So let's bring them on.
Let's get one thing straight.
I'm just a sucker for Disneyland.
With friends.
Well, thank you for joining us, Haley and Bethany, who are here on the Disney. What is our podcast name?
Dreaming of Disney.
Dreaming of Disney. Not Disney of Dreaming. The Dreaming of Disney podcast.
Maybe we'll change it.
Yeah, maybe we'll change it. So, we met you both at the last day of Splash Mountain back in May for the Podcast Mics for Magic. And Audrey-Ann found a new obsession with these magic moms with magic crowns. Which
I'm wearing one right now. You can't see because you're just listening, but
I can see, and you look amazing.
The Nile Princess is gorgeous.
Yes.
I'm obsessed with that one. I can't wait to get mine.
She says, I got some new mail today, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what'd you get now?
It's just like every other week.
Okay,
I get a new crown.
Here's my idea. I took my kids out to lunch the other day. This is Haley, by the way, and my son didn't eat all of his pizza, so it came back in a little pizza box. And I'm like, maybe I should invest in pizza boxes and have the crowns be delivered in pizza boxes so that the husbands don't know that it's more crowns coming.
We just got some pizza.
Yeah,
just invisible magic mail, hidden magic mail.
Anchovy, old 3-day pizza. You don't want it.
No, it's gross.
That's awesome.
You gotta hide them. But then it's I just got on your recommendation the other day on the Amazon. Day.
Prime Day.
The headband wrap.
Oh, good.
Because I've been thinking, I've been wondering, even just with my crown Mickey ears that I buy at Disneyland, what do I want to do with these? I want to hang them up somehow. What am I going to do?
Yeah.
And then once I got a few of yours, I was like, I really need something. So I got it. I just put it together, but it's already full. So I'm like, shoot, I should have got a couple of these.
That day. I ordered 10, and I don't know if you can see behind me. I have them. I already had 5 set up. Nice. So yeah, that box right there. I mean, your listeners can't see this, but I have a whole box full of them.
Well, let's start off with Haley and Bethany. Let's introduce you two to our listeners. So Haley, let's start with you. Tell me who you are and what you do.
You're Haley.
Okay, I'm Haley Mills, and I am the owner and creator of Moms with Magic Crowns. Together, Bethany and I do Moms with Magic, so it's kind of confusing, but we have 3 accounts between the 2 of us. I am a wife and mom of 3 and just living the dream here. I make these crowns as it's more of a hobby, but hobby turned career. I just love doing it. If I'm not making crowns, then I'm just wishing that I could be making crowns. So, and for the people that are listening that don't know, crowns are Mickey ears. They have wire ears with flowers. They glow, light up at night. And they're, I think, pretty unique to the Mickey ear collection that you see in the parks. They are not tight on your head. They're very comfortable. They're adjustable, so they fit all size ages and size heads.
I did not know they were adjustable.
Yeah, they're adjustable. You can kind of like bend it a little bit to fit your kids.
Nice.
So anyway, I just love it. I'm all about like style and fashion, and I used to be a makeup artist, so looking nice, and when you look nice, you feel good. So I just love that this is a fun accessory that you can carry in your backpack or on your head. And the cool thing is you do not need to take them off when going through a metal detector. So it's one less thing you need to worry about or take off when heading into the park. So
That is good. That is good.
Yeah.
So, well, I'll ask you in a bit.
Okay.
I'll hold on to that question. Hang on. So Bethany, tell us a little bit about you. Hi.
Yeah. So I'm Bethany. I am a mom of 2 kids. I have a boy and a girl. They're 4 and 6, and I'm a wife. And I am a Disney travel planner with concierge, and basically have just been obsessed with Disney for my whole life. And now I've turned it into a career, just like Haley. And so when we kind of started both of these businesses around the same time, we decided like, hey, let's like go in this together and, tackle this whole beast. So it's been really fun having like our Moms with Magic account so that we can share like the fun side of Disney, the mom side of Disney, the style, and like, all of that kind of thing. And then I'm Moms with Magic Plans on Instagram. So I share all of my tips and tricks and basically how it works working with me and, all that kind of stuff, because I do more than just Disneyland. I do all of the Disney destinations. So yeah, it's
awesome.
fun.
Yeah.
So then, okay, you kind of answered one of my questions. So, well, first, how long have you guys been best friends?
Over a decade. We've known each other for
years.
Yeah.
So before your Disney careers.
Long before. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before our Disney career as far as Moms with Magic, but our Disney life style.
Yeah, that's been always.
Yes. That's been 30 years.
Yeah. So then, you just said, so did you guys start your own, like Haley, did you start Crowns and you started Plans and then you guys did it Moms with Magic together? Or did you guys start the Moms with Magic first? Does that make sense?
So the way that it worked was during the pandemic, we started crafting these crowns together. I think the first ones we made was when you could go to Buena Vista Street and it was around the holidays. So we made like some Christmassy ones together, just had like a craft night and we made some, and it was like, they're nowhere near what they are now. It was like one strand of wire and they were very like bendy and everything like that.
Do you remember when we took the lights, we wrapped them and then we took Sharpies and we were like coloring the wire on the Sharpie or the Sharpie on the wire? Yeah.
But yeah, so we started doing that during the pandemic. The parks were closed, so we were just going to Buena Vista Street to like scratch that Disney itch. And then once the parks reopened, I applied to be a Disney travel planner in December of 2021. And like part of that job description is like marketing, right? So I was talking with my team about creating a Disney Instagram surrounding, the travel planning. But when you first get hired on, you have like a couple months of a training period before they officially announce you as a travel planner, right? Because they're not going to you're not going to hit the ground running. You need to like learn how it goes and get trained and all of that kind of stuff. So during that training period, I was encouraged to have a Disney account, but was not supposed to have an account that said I'm a Disney travel planner. So I went to Haley and I was like, let's do this together. And then we can like kind of branch off and do our own things. Cause we kind of started doing the crowns together. And then as I got deeper into travel planning, I was like, this is for you. I'm going to do this. And then we're going to do Moms with Magic together. So that's just kind of how it worked out. And it's been great.
Well, and it works perfect because Bethany is a born planner. Like she enjoys researching and figuring out all the logistics of things. And I am horrible at that. I am a born crafter. I love crafting. I've always had some sort of like project that I'm working on. So it really just, things just naturally fell into place for us. So it just, we work really well together. Like Walt and Roy, there's the creative and then there's the business, and we work really well together in that way. And then Moms with Magic, our joint account, is just a way for us to show like style tips and tricks and different news that Disney drops, and just like the fun of it and the fact that we are moms and we do love Disney and it's a fun outlet for us. Yeah. So,
well, and that's been like how we've built our community too. And also it's been great to use it as kind of like a marketing source for both of our businesses as well. So it's been great. It's been so much fun.
I love all three. Yeah. So I wasn't confused.
Thank you.
Like, I love all three.
Oh, good.
I have a
we
quick
always
question.
get,
Okay.
Oh, go for it.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, we always get confused. Like people get confused because we look alike. And then we also, because we've been friends for so long, we have the same like style, like
mannerisms,
everything. Like we are so similar. So many people are like, which one is which? And like even Tana will call me Haley and her Bethany sometimes.
Still,
I was confused when we met you guys that day. I was like, okay, wait. Okay, Haley's with the crowns. Okay.
And we're both wearing crowns. So
we're both wearing them, right?
And we had the same shirt on that day too.
And leggings, but yeah, we were wearing the same exact thing. Yeah.
So, but I figured it out after a while. What are you going to say?
So I don't know if you're going to ask this, but the Disney travel planner, it's actually kind of a really cool thing that people may not know about. That it's included in the price of your admission and all that kind of stuff. So it doesn't really cost. It doesn't cost you anything. So explain that.
Yeah. So basically, this is kind of how it works for all travel agents out there, right? Like you have these companies that offer vacations, whether it's Disney, Universal, Sandals, Beaches, all of these companies that you can book vacations with. And they all kind of wrap the cost of a travel agent being involved into their prices already, because travel agencies exist. And when a travel agency books a trip for a client, the travel agent gets a commission. And so, so all of these businesses are wrapping that price up into what they're going to charge across the board, because they don't want to see any sort of like it doesn't look good for us if we're charging like an extra 10% or what, you know what I mean? Like, so it's the same price across the board. And you get so much when you use a travel agent. My biggest thing that I always say when I'm talking with somebody who's booking a trip is like, are you using a travel planner? And if they are, great. I'm like, that's wonderful. I just want to make sure that you're getting the bang for your buck, because the value of using a travel planner to help you navigate all of the logistics of a Disney vacation, of a Universal vacation, of whatever vacation you're going on, it is priceless. It is well worth going through a travel planner instead of doing it on your own, because there's always going to be some sort of something that you didn't know. And when you're working with an expert, they just handle it all for you.
So because you do like dining reservations and obviously hotel. And so do you do like, rental car and stuff like that too? Is that
I can do anything. And I always tell my clients, like, whatever you want help with, I will help you with. I will hold your hand throughout the process. Or if you want to like kind of have a hand in it too, like that's totally fine. It's totally up to however the client wants to do it. But I handle park reservations, dining reservations. I put together an itinerary that goes as deep as you want it to. We can go like ride by ride, land by land, or we can just say like, you're doing Disneyland today. Here's your dining reservations,
Yeah.
So
speaking from personal experience, I just went to Disney World in May. May. And there was one of the days that we had dining reservations, but we weren't going to make it to our dining reservation. It was in another park. And I called Bethany and I said, this isn't going to work, but we still really want to go. And we definitely don't want to be charged. And so she called and was able to change the reservation while I was able to still play and have fun. So I didn't have to worry about doing any business or figuring out the like times or the schedule. Like she already knew my schedule of what we were doing. She was able to just change it. She called me right away. She goes, okay, it's changed. You know, you can go at 6 o'clock now instead of 3. And, you know, it's already on your reservation. So it was really awesome. Something I didn't have to worry about because I was enjoying my vacation.
Yeah.
Right.
So it takes a lot of stress out of your trip. And I think especially I'm wondering, do you tend to get more clients for Disney World than Disneyland?
Honestly, when I first started out, it was mostly Disneyland because of where I live, right? Like we're local to Disneyland. So all of my clients were kind of like word of mouth. And so most of it was Disneyland. However, people, ever since dining plans have come back for 2024, people have been going bonkers for Disney World. So the majority of my trips that I've been booking the last month or so have been Disney World. And it's been super fun because, you know, like I went to Disney World in January with my family, and that was the first time that I went there since I was a teenager. So that was really fun. And, you know, my husband and my kids' first trip. And now that I've experienced how it currently is, I'm like, oh man, people really got to get there because it's so different from Disney World. It is a whole different beast, and it's amazing. And there's a lot to digest there too. Genie Plus is crazy there, I will just say.
Yes.
So I have like a strategy to like help with that. You know, navigating.
Just, you know, the dining plans just that is so confusing to me.
Because
just the old fast pass system that they had, like where you book beforehand. I was like, I don't get it at all.
Because I grew up going to Disneyland. He started going more once we got married. And then we took our first trip to Disney World a year and a half ago. Well, technically it was your second, but your first, you were like, 4 or something like that? You don't remember. So it was my first time there. And we go in thinking like, okay, I know it's bigger. I know there's a lot that we don't know, but like, we'll probably be okay because we're like, you know, pros at Disneyland. No, like not at all. It was a
very comfortable at Disneyland.
Yes, it was a very up and down trip. It was like moments where we're like, this is great, and the moments where we're like, this is the worst ever. Like, why?
Yeah, if you don't go in prepared, oh my gosh, it can be terrible.
And we totally thought we were. So if you're thinking, oh, I go to Disneyland all the time, I don't need a Disney planner, but you're planning a trip to Disney World, I would recommend it because we were. There was a lot we didn't know, and things just ran differently there. Even things like rider swap were different, and so we are actually, because we had a trip planned for the end of August for our anniversary, which was actually in May, but we were going in August because that's when we could go. Well, we now most likely have to postpone.
Oh, no.
We're still in the grieving process. I still haven't totally accepted it. But we're looking at like end of January, like beginning of February.
That was such a good time to go. That's when we went. It was amazing.
Because we went in like, we went second.
Middle of February.
Middle of February when we went. But now we're looking a little earlier, just like last week of January or so, maybe. But I saw something on, what was it? Instagram or Facebook today about the weather. Because one thing we were worried about going at the end of August was the weather. And I'm like, okay, so that's something I keep telling myself. I'm like, okay, the weather will be better.
Oh, it's going to be so much better. When we went in January, we had 10 minutes of rain and we were there for 8 days. 10 minutes. That's it. And if you go in August, it's going to rain every day for hours. So yeah.
Yeah. And we're like, I don't like, we're used to the heat.
I know it sucks.
Okay. No, that makes me feel better. I'm like, I need like reassurance that it would be better. Cause like one thing we keep seeing is how low the crowds are expected to be at the end of August. And we're like, oh,
well, there's a reason for that.
But there's a reason for that. But it's like heat. It's like, you know, we live in Central California. We're used to heat, but it's a different kind of heat.
Yeah.
We're like, I don't like humidity. So I'm just trying to like, you know, convince myself.
No, the crowds will be manageable at the end of January also because let's see, it was towards the end of January. It was like the third and fourth week of January that we went, and the crowds were amazing. And I mean, the great thing about Disney World is there's so many places for people to go too. So you don't notice it as much as you do at Disneyland. So
That's true. Okay. All right. I'm just trying to feel better
it'll be
about
great.
myself.
It's
A
gonna be
public trip.
awesome. And you'll
myself.
still have like cool weather too. Like I think that's a common misconception is if you go in like December, January, it'll be too cold. There might be a few days where it's too cold, but there'll still be a couple days where it's warm enough too.
Yeah. And
So,
yeah. Because that's one thing I'm like, I don't like cold either. So I'm like, but I know it doesn't get like cold like it does where we are. So
Yeah.
it'll be fine.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be so fun.
I'm looking at mine.
Where are you guys staying?
Okay, we're still staying here.
We just have to move it. We just have to move it.
So were you going to say it?
No, go ahead.
The first few days,
5 days,
4 days, I think.
4 or 5 days.
We were staying at the Riviera.
Oh
So
my
we're
gosh.
so excited about that. We walked around when we went.
We did a DVC tour.
We did a DV when
And
we
we
were.
were hooked.
Oh
We
man,
were
it was like the
hooked.
worst decision though because we were like, well, and at the time we were staying
Wait,
in
did
like
you
a
join?
tiny room. No.
No.
We wanted to.
We
We got
want
all
to.
the stuff. We got the
Dang,
information.
I thought I had friends in high places for a second.
I wish. We were staying at the Animal Kingdom Lodge and we were in a very small room for the size of our family. And so then we just go and we look at, the Riviera and we do a DVC tour and then we go back to like our cramped room.
Well, of course,
And we're
they
like-
show you the nicest,
Yeah.
Yes. Of course,
the
the
deluxe
biggest.
studio with the 1-bedroom lockout. And so it's
And with
like,
4 kids, it's like, this would be amazing. And so I take the kids swimming and you stayed in the room, like trying to figure out if we could do this. Like, could we become DVC
crunching the
members?
numbers.
I get back from the
Yeah.
pool. You're like, it's not
If
happening.
we sell 3 of our kids, we keep Georgia, I think we'll be okay.
Worth it.
Yeah, we could do it. But yeah, so we're staying there. And then the last couple of nights we were doing, depending on how you pronounce it, I don't know, Caribbean Beach.
Yeah.
Well, it
For
depends.
some
Are you talking
reason,
about the
it's
place
Pirates
or
of
the
the
movie?
Caribbean.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
sorry.
right? Like Pirates of the
Yeah.
Caribbean. But every time
Caribbean
I listen to
Beach.
like different like Disney World podcasts, they say Caribbean Beach. But it's Pirates of the
that's what I
Caribbean.
tend to say too.
I know.
It's
That's
only
because-
Caribbean when it's pirates.
Right. It depends on
Yeah.
if you're talking about where you're going or what you're watching
Yes.
Or what you're riding.
or what you're
Yeah.
writing. Yes.
Yeah, because
True.
we wanted to stay on the Skyliner because we love the Skyliner.
Yes. So much fun.
And so yeah, and obviously just the Riviera, it was a deluxe theme park view. And yeah.
It was.
Wow.
Maybe it still will be.
It
It
will
still
be.
will be.
It will be.
It will be.
Once those dates open up, I'm going to go book those. But yeah,
Because originally we were going to just do the Riviera and we were going to do Disney World for like 3 or 4 days. And then we were going to go like to the beach somewhere, get like an Airbnb on the beach for the last couple days.
Or you
And
could
then
go
we
to
were like,
Caribbean
or
Beach
we could
and-
stay. We could just go sit at, the Polynesian, like we're
we
at the
crushed
beach.
the numbers and it's like, it's going to probably be the same, if not cheaper, if we just stay there.
just
And we would
stay.
have a couple of resort days. I mean, Polynesian, they have a beach.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Exactly.
So
With
Speaking of the
fireworks.
Polynesian, Haley's staying there next year.
I am.
Nice.
Yeah.
Surprise.
Bethany's planning the whole thing for me. We're going on a cruise, and the other day I was like, "Wait, what cruise are we going on? What ship? I don't even remember."
Disney Fantasy. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
doing a split stay too, but they're staying at the Polynesian, and they're gonna do Caribbean Beach first, and then stay at the Polynesian.
Nice.
It was my Mother's
Well,
Day
that's
gift.
right
My
before.
husband just won Best Husband of the Year with that one.
That's nice. That's nice.
Yep.
Although he, I think it's like my Mother's Day and birthday and Christmas gifts for like the next 10 years.
Yeah.
It was awesome though because he was like, "Well, should we do this one?" And I was like, "Yep, I'll book it. Just give me your credit card. It's fine."
Yes, you definitely should.
Good man.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Disney
Gosh.
Cruise is definitely on our bucket list.
Yes.
That's like my number one thing I want to do, and we're gonna check it off. I'm
Oh,
super
so fun.
excited.
Galactic Star Cruiser was on mine, but that's not going to
That's not happening.
So
Is it officially closed now?
Well, it's not closed yet, but it's
Yeah.
sold out, so you can't book anything
no.
else.
Yeah.
But the last voyage is the end of September. I really see them making that into a hotel.
I mean, they would have to. Just
I don't know what else they would do
a
with it.
building that's just vacant.
Yeah.
Right.
What theme could they do? Be a
Well,
Toy
It
Story?
should still be Star Wars. It's just not
Yeah,
the
no, it's
totally
still
immersive.
Okay, still
gonna be
Star Wars.
not
yeah.
the immersive, storytelling part of it. So.
At that
Exactly.
price tag.
So we may drop off here in a little bit, but so if you guys drop off, just log back on it because we have some more questions for you.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay, where was I had a question for Haley. You kind of already answered it about like, why did you want to, like, what made you want to start getting in to making crowns? Like, did you like, were you in the parks and you're like, I could make better?
So before I started making crowns, I was making epoxy cups, you know, like you've seen like the sparkly ones and it has like a plastic covering over it. I was making those and I had like my little shop going and it was so much fun. It was very successful. I was doing a lot of Disney themed cups with that. And I started feeling really sick all the time and very tired. And I did a lot of research and the epoxy was making me sick. When it's wet, it's toxic. And so I had to stop doing that. But like I said earlier, like I'm a born crafter. My hands need to be busy. Like even when we're sitting as a family watching a movie, I'm like, doing something, folding laundry or whatever. So I needed something. And then Bethany, like she had said, started making the ears for Christmas time. And she had like a little girls' night crafting party at her house and we made them and it was so much fun. And so we kind of talked about starting to do it. She had like been doing all this research on making them. And so I started making them with her. And then there was an Instagrammer that had put on her page that she was looking for small shops to donate their product. It was like 25 items to her Valentine's Day party. And it was Lindsay from Chasing Magic Daily. She had like posted about that. And I think Bethany and I saw it at like the same time. We called each other and we're like, did you see what Lindsay posted? It wasn't an actual like business yet. It was just, we had commented on her pictures before. So we had kind of talked to her a little bit. And we were making these ears and we were talking about making it into a business. And so when she said that, we thought this is the perfect opportunity to actually get some styles, start it, get practice. And then also it would be given to a bunch of influencers that would then be able to promote the product. Yeah. So it really just like fell into our hands, like perfectly. It was seamlessly. So we started making it, but then with her getting busier with plans and I was just like, I got to craft, I have to do it. Like I'm going crazy. I'm like, my skin was itching. I had to do it. And she was obviously like torn between needing to plan and needing to do this. And so I was like, do you care if I just kind of take this on? And she's like, no, thank you. Take it. So
we went into it and I was like, this is going to be your thing. Like, honestly, from the beginning of us like making them, I always told Haley, like, I like doing the like ear part and the headband and the lights and like all of that. The flower placement, I couldn't ever get it right to where like I was happy with it. I think there was like maybe one crown that I designed that I was like, this is good. And every single time Haley would like sit down, she'd be like, okay, I'm just going to do this and this and this. And then boom, it was like gorgeous. I mean, every single design she does is incredible. Gorgeous, and I just don't have that vision or that, I just don't have the vision for it. So it's definitely perfect for Haley. And like you were saying earlier, Haley is, you know, I'm the planner, the researcher, and, you know, all of that. Like that's my forte and crafting is yours for sure.
Yes. I have this whole room in my house that's my crafting room. And I just love it. Like I tell my kids, I'm going to my therapy. I'll be back. You know, this is just my happy place up here. And I love it. And when I literally do a happy dance and get happy tears, like whenever I get an order, I am definitely a small shop. Like we're talking small scale. It's just me in a room in my house working on this while my kids are at school or, you know, it's just, I come up with the designs, I make a handful of them. It's not mass produced at all. It's just something that keeps me busy, keeps me happy, keeps me from running errands and spending money, which my husband likes. And then just seeing people wear them in the parks, it like just warms my heart so much. It just makes me so happy. So. Well,
I can attest a bit to that because when I met you, we were talking before the parade and you guys were all wearing the crowns. I had not, I didn't have one at that point, but I like kept looking at all of, you know, your guys' crowns. And then after the parade, we rode a ride all together. And then Tim and I went to Oga's And I got on my phone and I ordered one because I was like, I need one of those. Like, and so I ordered one, and then we saw you a little bit later while we were finishing our last splash. And really, the look on you were like, did you order a crown?
Yeah.
And you gave me the biggest hug. And like the look on your face was so sweet because I was like, yeah, I ordered a crown.
It means so much to me. It really does. Like, I wish that people could see my reaction every time. Like, I feel like butterflies in my stomach every time I get an order. Half the time I'll text Bethany because we're on the same, it's through our website and we share it. So whenever I get an order, she gets the notification. So like, we'll call each other like, we got an order. So yeah, it's very fun. And like the story of like how we met you guys is so special to us. Like just so for your listeners to hear, like we had never met you guys, and we had met you earlier that day. So I recognized you when you were standing there watching like all the logs come down from Splash Mountain. And I just went up to you. Like, I felt like I had known you forever. I'm like, can you take a picture of us going down Splash Mountain with the lights on our crowns? Like, I think we connected so hard that day. Like, I just felt very, very comfortable with you. And very blessed that you wanted to take a crown home with you that day. And now that you want to be one of my brand reps, like it just means so much to me. So.
Yeah, well, we've said the same thing. Like at the end of the night, we hung out for a bit watching like the last, logs come down and walk down. We were both like, why didn't we hang out with them all day? Like, cause we like would meet up with the group and then we'd go do something. And then we kind of kept getting like, we were just off.
We did the same
with
thing.
Everybody.
We were in and out as well.
But I was like, that last like bit with you guys and Erica, like we're just so fun. We just had such a good time. And
I was so bummed that we had to leave to go take a group picture by Walt.
We missed it like by 15 minutes.
We missed the doors closing.
That was the whole point of being there that day, was to watch. I was so bummed.
Johnny,
but we saw Tony Baxter.
Yeah, we saw Tony Baxter.
That's
Couldn't
true.
get close to him, but we saw him, and that was cool.
I was like really close to him, and I offered him my poncho, and then a plaid was like, I think he's good. And I was like,
yeah, the security was strong that day. But no, that was a very special day. And that was my favorite part of the day, was just hanging out with you guys at the end of the day, watching the logs come down, which is what we were all there for, to do, to see it. And like, it was all of the people standing around that came that day for that reason. So it was really cool. Just like everybody there for the same reason. The energy was so high. Yeah. And it was a really cool moment. Yeah. Very cool. Very memorable. So I have just some quick Disney related questions for you before Tim's game. Okay. So favorite Disney character, Haley?
Do you want to just say it at the same time?
At the same time. Is it the same?
Or is it different?
I don't know. No, it's probably the same. 1, 2, 3, Mickey. What 3 do you? Mickey, but like classic Mickey, like 3-circle Mickey.
Yeah. This Mickey.
Yeah. Just very subtle Mickey is our favorite. But like, as far as character, I am all about the princesses. Love the princesses.
Do you have a favorite princess?
It has always been Ariel, but now that I'm a grown up and I see, like, I have kids, and I think Ariel is a little bit of a brat. I'm thinking Belle. She has like a good head on her shoulders, and she's a smart woman. Yeah.
I also really like Jasmine from the live action Aladdin. I like the head on her shoulders too. Yeah.
So is that your favorite princess, Bethany?
So growing up, it was always Ariel. I always wanted to be a mermaid. So I always say Ariel is my favorite princess. But, like Haley said, it changes as you like grow. And Ariel was totally a spoiled brat. And I really like Belle because she knew to say no to the jock, or like, I don't know, the horrible guy that was just like, I'm cute, so you should like me. And then I like Jasmine too a lot because she sticks up for herself.
Can I just say, we are very different. I don't understand why people get us confused.
Totally different answers.
So different.
Okay, what about favorite ride?
Oh, well, in Disneyland.
Yes, we'll stick to land for right now.
I'll probably have to go with Thunder Mountain because my kids love Thunder Mountain, but I like them. I like them all except for the ones I don't like, and then I hate those. It's either like I think they're all my favorite, or I don't like them at all. That makes sense. Like they're all old.
Yeah.
That's a hard question. But I went on Cosmic Rewind in Disney World and I'm obsessed.
Oh, I can't wait. I've been trying so hard not to hear any like spoilers. So don't give me any spoilers.
I'll just tell you, it's not a spoiler, but I'll just tell you, it's Space Mountain's younger, hotter new girlfriend. So good.
The Space Mountain's Tim's favorite. Space Mountain.
Disneyland Space Mountain.
Yes, Disneyland Space Mountain.
Disney World Space Mountain trash.
Disney World Space Mountain is awful.
People say that's the best ride. I'm like, you are
It's
smoking
Matterhorn.
something.
It's Matterhorn in the dark.
It's like Matterhorn.
We were so disappointed. I was so upset when I went. I was like, what? Our youngest, or not youngest, Boston.
Youngest boy.
Youngest boy. He loves Space Mountain. And at the end of it, he was like, what was that?
And he was 6 at the time.
6, yeah.
And he was like mad.
He was mad.
like, what?
I wasn't a big fan of Tron.
Oh, yeah? I'm excited about that one, too.
Oh, yeah, some hate for that. I wasn't that excited about it. I think because I went on Cosmic Rewind first. It was like such a long line, such a short ride. And I was like, okay, that was it. Like, I wish if it was longer, it probably would have been better.
I've heard that people are.
Yeah, it's too fast. Or like too fast.
Yeah, it's too short.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to see for our new dates if we do Epcot or Magic Kingdom first. Maybe we should try Tron first.
Yeah, do Tron first.
Yeah.
Bethany, what's your favorite ride?
Yeah, what's your favorite ride, Bethany?
I went to worst.
Well, at Disneyland, my favorite ride is Jungle Cruise because no matter how many times I've heard those corny jokes, it always makes me crack up.
So great.
That is one difference between you and I, Haley.
Yes.
I laugh out loud at things like a lot. And
That's true.
you kind of keep it more. But you know, like when you're watching a movie.
I just laugh at Bethany. She belly laughs at the Jungle Cruise jokes.
Yeah,
they're funny.
And it's the best when you get like a skipper that has like really good delivery or like a different approach. There was one that I had last year and he just said the same 3 jokes over and over again. But it was hilarious because he was like playing off of the short-term memory, you know, like with the 2 elephants. And so he was just like, I wish I had a memory like that, and just kept saying the same thing about all of the animals. Like, oh, yeah, the bamboo can jump 30 feet. And I was dying, like on the floor of the Jungle Cruise boat, just dying. It was hilarious. And love it.
Have you had the girl that plays like the crazy ex-girlfriend or like the crazy wife, like, marry me?
Yeah, to scare the hippos away.
Like, or to like Indiana Jones. She's like, marry me over here.
Yeah. I love it. I love that ride so much. It always puts a smile on my face. If I'm ever having like, you know, where I really need a pick-me-up, Jungle Cruise is like always my go-to. I also really like Thunder Mountain just because when I was a kid, I was not a thrill seeker at all. I'm still not a thrill seeker. Like I'll go on all of the rides at Disneyland and Disney World, but we live 10 minutes from a Six Flags. I don't go there. Like that's not my thing at all. So when I was like 7 or 8, I was at Disney World with my dad and we went on Thunder Mountain there and I was terrified because I'd never been on any kind of roller coaster. And I just like had my head buried in his like arm or his chest the whole time. And I was like screaming. And I guess because I was so scared, I was like biting him. I didn't mean to, but he will literally never let me live it down. And so now it's like just a funny thing that like, I love that right now. So obviously in my 30s. But yeah, it's funny.
Can I just say like the rides are great and you know, we all have our favorite and we all have our least favorite, but that's not why I go to Disneyland. I don't go for rides. I like them, but I love to just be there and be in the bubble and just sit on a bench and people watch and meet people. Meeting people in the Disney community has been the best part of having this whole like small shop going on. You know, I want to be there and smell the smells and hear the sounds and like, I don't really care about the rides.
Yeah, the atmosphere is like no other, like no other theme park. Like,
and it's a place where you feel safe, you feel comfortable, you feel like you're home, but you've also ventured out a little bit. That's why I go. It's not really for the rides.
Yeah. I could go and not like, we went, when was it? When we just had Georgia with us, she was a baby and we did ride some rides, but it's like it was an anniversary trip, but she was a little baby, so we couldn't leave her. So we just took her with us. So we weren't focused on rides. We were just like walking around, eating, and we got on a few rides, but I was like, this is nice. Like,
that's the nice
when you're
thing
not like on the rides, you know, it's just like, you can
That's
easily
the nice thing
do.
about having a magic key is you don't feel like you need to go on all the rides because you'll just be back next week or next month, or, you
Yeah.
go back so often that it's like you can try new things and see the shows. And that's what I like about it.
Yeah. When my mom was growing up, and this was back in the 60s, she had problems with her legs. So she had a lot of surgeries on her legs as a young girl. And so she would be in like full leg casts, and she lived in LA, and her and my grandma would just go all the time and just sit on a bench and like get popcorn and just people watch for the afternoon. And she just loved that. She always talked about just like how great people watching is at the parks, and which would be really great.
That's what Walt liked to do.
Be great, but yeah. And I'm like, yeah, it still holds up. I could still do that.
Yep.
Okay, last Disney question about you guys. Favorite Disney snack or treat? I mean,
churro.
Like snack.
Just the original OG churro.
Good one.
Okay, this is where we're different too, because I like sweet.
Yeah. Well, I love churros, and I get them pretty regularly too. I really like popcorn, but I have to say, like, my go-to lately, and it's not really a snack, but I don't know, the black cap cold brew.
That counts.
Oh my God.
That counts.
Oh my gosh.
It's the best.
It's amazing.
Going with withdrawals lately.
It's so
many
good.
people have been
Seriously.
posting about it. And I'm like, I need one of those in my hand right now.
Yeah.
Which I've seen
I
recipes on, but I'm like, I kind of want to save it.
I bought Cocoa
Oh,
Puffs just to make it at home.
Right.
Have you made it?
Not yet, but I have the Cocoa Puffs. Bethany needs to come over so we can make it together.
Yeah,
but
yeah, we're gonna make
I
it.
changed my answer. Like that, I wasn't thinking like drinks.
Cold brew
Yeah.
black cap. I said it wrong earlier. Yeah.
Those are
It's
so
so
good.
good.
We're going in July, end of July.
This month.
And
Yay.
Couple weeks.
that's like one of the number one things is like Rogers, and we still have not seen Wondrous Journeys, so we still need to see
It's
that.
kind of weird. I know.
What?
It's
We
weird.
watched it,
It's, we
Splash Mountain
went.
Day.
Well, yeah, we saw it during our last ride of Splash Mountain, which
that's
was
right.
amazing.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yes.
we went with a big group in February, and we were there during the week, so there were no fireworks, and we were like. We kind of like took a poll of the group, and they were like, well, if there's no fireworks, like they wanted to go on more rides. These were friends that like hadn't been in like a decade. And so they're like, if there's no fireworks, they didn't really care about the projections as much. They just wanted to ride more rides. So we did that. And then they didn't have it with Splash Mountain. We were on Splash Mountain.
Yep.
And then
That's really awesome, though.
which was awesome.
Yeah.
And then we
Yeah.
had been there. I wouldn't trade that at all. We were there a couple weeks before with
that.
our kids, and they only had the projections. And the
Yeah.
kids kind of wanted to ride rides since there were no fireworks. So we were like, okay. And then when we found out it was leaving for
every night
the
now.
holidays, we were like, well, I guess we'll just
I guess we just gotta go.
have to go.
So yeah,
Again,
Rogers,
and the fireworks.
Wondrous Journeys, and then Black Cat Cold Brew.
I love it.
Those are the
So-
goals.
that
Those
order.
are the
Are
goals.
you guys going for multiple nights? You have a couple
We
nights
are.
to go? Okay.
We are.
One or
So-
two. We
Maybe
haven't
one or two
decided
nights.
because it kind of
Yeah.
depended on our Walt Disney World trip. We're like, okay, are we postponing? Are we not? If we're postponing, then we'll add another night and do 2 nights, like 3 days, 2 nights. If we aren't postponing, we'll probably just do 1 night. So, but we're most likely postponing. So
Yeah.
So I was just going to say you should watch the fireworks first in front of the castle and like see the projections on the castle and everything. And then maybe your second night, if you can, and like aren't going to do something else, watch the projections on Small World because you can see so much more. It's so clear. And I actually watched the projections first and then saw fireworks after the fact. Which I mean, that would work too. But yeah, it just hits so much more home because you see the story unfold on Small World, whereas on the castle, it's not quite as clear. So, but the fireworks are incredible. And you get to see Baymax and the Blue Fairy and all that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm looking forward to it.
Cool.
So good. The
All
music.
All right.
Oh,
Is
the
it
best.
game time now?
You-
It's game
Okay,
time.
disclaimer. I don't work well under pressure.
It's neither does he. He hates games like
I hate
this.
games,
I
but
was
I
so
heard
surprised.
this game. Fellow podcasters who do Disney World did a game very similar around Disney World. And I was like, I actually like this. It's actually fun.
And I was surprised because he doesn't like games where he's like timed or under pressure. His mind goes blank and he hates it.
Me
So I was
too.
kind of surprised.
Yeah, me too.
So-
But he's not having to deal with it. It's
I'm not having to do it. I
us.
just had to come up with it.
Yeah. Lucky you.
So, so Haley and Bethany, you guys will be competing against each other.
Gotta find
All right.
This is we call this Disneyland IQ. So the rules are this. I'm going to name a category, and I'm going to give you how many of this category are in the parks. You then have to, you guys will do rock, paper, scissors. She's making fun of me.
Okay, because when he was, it sounds complicated, but then when you get going.
We'll do a practice round so you can kind of get an idea.
Okay.
So you'll
Look
do,
at Haley.
you'll do rock, paper, scissors to find out who goes first. So let's say Bethany, you go first, you win. So I say,
wait, just rock, paper, scissors and we win? All right.
no, yeah.
I'm just kidding.
We're playing rock, paper, scissors, guys.
Rock, paper, scissors. That's the game. So Bethany, you will say, okay, there are.
No, you will say.
I will say there are. I'm horrible
Okay.
at explaining.
Okay.
Let you do this. She plays the games. So
Okay.
You go ahead.
So he'll name the category.
Yes.
So here's our example of the category. There, lands in Disneyland.
You have to say how many.
Well, I'm not there.
Okay. Go for it.
Okay, so Beth, say you already rock, paper, scissors to see who was going first. So Bethany, you're going first. So he'll say, lands in Disneyland. There are 7. How many do you think you can name? And then you'll say, if you think you can name all 7, then you say 7. If you're like,
Oh my
I think
gosh.
I can
Okay.
get 5. So you say 5. And then Haley, if she thinks she can get more than you, then she'll say, I think I can get 6. If she doesn't, then she can just pass. If you don't think you can get more than the first person, you just pass. But if you think you can get more, then you say however many more.
But then, so after Haley says 6,
Yeah.
Bethany, it goes back to you. Can you name all 7? And if you say, yes, I can name all 7, then you'll name all 7. If you name all 7, you get the point. Or if you, however you say how many you can name, say it's 5 or 6 or 7, you get the point. If you don't name all of them that you say you can name, Haley gets the point.
Yeah, so if you only say, I think I can name 4, and then it goes to Bethany, she's like, or Haley, and Haley's like, I don't think I can only name 3. Then you try to name 4. If you get 4, you get the point. If you don't get 4, she gets the point.
If you get one wrong, so you say you can name 5, and the third one you get wrong, the other person gets the point. So
Okay.
You can't get
So is it timed?
I need to get a notepad.
Good idea.
So it is. So you'll have 10. Like, so say you say whatever so lands, you can name 5. You'll have 10 seconds for each of the 5, if that makes sense. So it's like you say Fantasyland. Okay, 10, 9, 8. You have to name the next one within 10 seconds.
Oh, okay.
So it's not 10 seconds total. That's what I thought he meant when he first was explaining this to me. I was like, 10 seconds to name like 10 things? Like, that's not fair. It's like, no, each clue you get, like, it starts over.
I know that sounds confusing.
But when because I'm not playing,
Yeah.
but I was like, I want to try to guess these. Because he was like, it won't really work. You don't get to play. And I was like, but I want to guess. So he was just giving me the categories earlier, and I was guessing. So
All right, should we do a practice round?
do you want to do the lands?
The lands.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
start with the practice round.
All right, so we rock, paper, scissors
So rock,
first.
paper, scissors.
Okay. Ready?
Go.
Rock,
1,
paper,
2.
scissors, shoot.
Cheater.
All right, Bethany goes first.
Bethany goes first.
Okay. So, Bethany, there are 7 lands in Disneyland
7.
resorts. So not counting California. We're just talking Disneyland. There's 7 lands. How many
Yeah,
can
all
you
7.
name?
All 7.
You can name all 7?
So
Okay.
then
So
Haley,
she ought-
she's like,
Then
Counting.
obviously, if you
I know.
say you can name all 7, then go ahead.
okay. All right, so we have Main Street.
I didn't count
Adventureland.
Main Street.
we didn't count Main
you
Street.
didn't?
There's
No,
8.
there's 8.
All right,
Main
yeah,
Street
Main
a
Street is
land?
definitely a land. Well, I mean, it's like an area.
It's an
It's
area.
on
Area.
Main Street,
Okay.
USA. Excuse me. Okay, so
Yeah.
Main Street, Adventureland, Frontierland. I feel like I lost count. New Orleans Square, Critter Country.
Shoot, there's 9.
We're horrible at this.
We just
No
okay
Orleans Square either.
for this practice round. We just kind of threw out a number, to be honest.
Yeah. We thought
Okay.
the larger ones. Yeah.
The
ones with
Galaxy's
land.
Edge,
Yes.
Toontown,
You won.
and then yeah, Tomorrowland,
And you got 2
Fantasyland.
bonus points.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
So you get the idea. Okay.
Cool. Yeah.
So then,
All
but
right.
then, like, if you had said 6, then Haley could say, I could name 7. But if she can't name more than you, then she just has to pass. Now, if you said I could name 5, and then Haley says I can name 6, then you're thinking about it and you're like, oh, wait, no, I can name 7. Then you get to try.
Okay.
Whoever thinks they
and
can
that's
do
why we
more
need the notepad
goes for
so
it.
I can like
Can,
count.
can you
I can't
use
count on
the
my
internet? And can you phone a friend?
Nope.
No.
So that practice one we didn't research. The other ones we researched. So
Okay.
we know that
Okay.
you're right.
I don't know.
If you could do phone a
They
friend,
are
I'd
way
call
more.
Bethany.
They're way more pro than us. So we're gonna think that we've got all these answers, and they're gonna be like, "Well, what about this?" And we're like, "Shoot, we don't really know what we're doing."
Okay.
That's
Okay,
why
but
you
do
should
you
use
have-
Bethany as your travel planner. She knows all the lands.
Yeah, there you go.
We're going up against a travel planner.
I know.
Well, and I have them
Okay.
ranked too for like order in which you should do them. You know, the whole thing. So.
Oh man.
Okay.
Hang on. I need a timer because I'm checking with you. Right.
Okay.
You want me to go make sure, or
Yeah.
are you good checking
Well,
on your?
I can check it too. All right.
Okay,
So
so do
let's
you wanna
do
double
rock
check her?
paper
Another-
scissors again.
Okay. I'll close my eyes this time, Haley, so you know I'm like I think my internet's just slow. Okay, ready?
Okay.
Rock, paper,
Reverse
scissors,
scissors,
shoot.
shoot.
All right. Haley goes
Haley.
first. Okay. There are 6 roller coasters in the Disneyland resort, include Disneyland and California together. 6 roller coasters. How many can you name?
Okay, so I just say a number.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I
However
can
many you
do. I'll just say 6 because if I say 5, then she'll come back with 6, and then she names them, right?
Yep. That's
Yeah.
right.
And then I'll just figure it out.
Yeah. You could do
Okay,
that.
so I
so you
say
get-
them now.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'll start the timer. So, and then within 10 seconds, you have to say your next one.
Okay, so roller coaster is that like that doesn't include water rides, or it does?
No roller coaster. No, not water rides. Roller
Okay.
coasters.
Okay, so oh shoot. All right, so there's Thunder Mountain, Space Mountain,
Yes.
Matterhorn,
Yes.
the Gadget Go coaster.
Yeah.
Yes.
How many did you say? 6?
6.
6. You have 2 more.
Goofy's Sky School and
Yes.
the Incredicoaster coaster. Bam!
Nice.
got it.
Nice
Got
done.
it.
All right.
Nice.
1 point for Haley.
Sorry, I just
Good job.
screamed.
Keeping track.
Everyone's like turning down the radio.
No, you're good. You did that way faster than I did.
Yeah. Good
Yeah,
job.
you did it faster than I could write them down because I was like, in case I get a rebuttal.
Oh,
All right.
Good
So
job.
since you won that round,
Thanks.
Bethany, you get to go first on this next one.
Okay.
So there are 8 rides on water. So they may not be water rides, but they ride on water.
On water.
Water.
So is this like an attraction? Like it's listed as an attraction?
Attraction, yes.
Okay.
How many can you
There are
name?
8.
do they have a time limit on how?
I think I can name all 8. This is going to be just us going back and forth. Like I can do all
Wait,
of it.
is this in Disneyland? Was it in the whole resort? I'm sorry.
This
I
is the
didn't
whole
hear
resort.
Whole
Yeah.
resort.
Okay.
Yep.
And we're not counting Splash Mountain, I'm assuming. Since
No,
that is-
not
Right.
Splash Mountain, not
Okay.
Tiana's.
Right.
Right.
Okay. All right.
So ones that are operating right now.
Okay.
So all 8. Okay. Go
Yeah.
for it.
All right.
All right. So Mark Twain and the sailing ship Columbia.
Yes, I counted that as 1. So
That
those
was
are
one?
those are together.
Okay. The canoes.
Yep.
Yep.
And then Pirates,
Mm-hmm.
Small World,
Mm-hmm.
Storybook Land Canal Boats,
Mm-hmm.
and then Grizzly River Run,
Yep.
and then it's like throwing me off. Oh,
6 seconds.
I know the pressure's getting to me.
Five.
Shoot, I might have to head into
4.
Haley.
3.
What are you doing? It's yours, Haley. Finish it up.
All
Okay.
right.
Wait.
All right. So Haley gets the point on this one. So there's 2
Wait.
left.
No, there's 3 left, right? Oh no,
I get
No.
the point.
Oh, wait.
I
You
got
get the point because she
6
lost.
or 6.
She didn't get all of them. That
No,
she
no,
said she
I'm
could
gonna
get.
I'm gonna.
But
get
you can
her
go
the
ahead.
point.
Yeah,
Okay,
go ahead.
does the Incredicoaster count?
No.
No.
It's on water. It counts. It's on water.
Hang on, let me.
The ride
think,
vehicle
because
has to be the one that
in
goes
water.
on in the water.
On water.
You said
So
Grizzly.
you have 2
Yeah.
more. So Haley got the point, but if you want to go for the last 2.
I don't
One of
even
them
know.
Just for fun.
is Bethany's favorite ride. and I can't believe she missed this one.
Oh my gosh!
Jungle Cruise stuff.
I did the same thing. I could not think of Jungle Cruise.
Along the terms of like what has clear water, what has green water, like gosh.
And I was trying to think like I'm gonna be outside the box. He didn't think of the canoes.
Oh, I thought about
I was
canoes.
like, well, canoes.
Yeah.
What's the last one?
Nemo.
The Matterhorn touches water.
Nemo.
Oh my God, you're in water.
Yeah.
Jeez
Yeah.
Louise. Yeah. See, it's one of those things where that pressure gets to you.
Yep. All right, it's 1-1.
I'm thinking too.
No, Haley
like
has half the
technical.
points.
Haley has 2.
She has 2?
Yeah.
What?
I don't deserve the
Because
point.
she did the last one.
Yeah.
And now she got another point.
Oh, yes. No, you're right. So
I'm
2.
keeping track.
Duh. Okay.
All
I
right.
don't
I don't do
deserve
this.
that point. I didn't know half those. I didn't think of them.
All right. This one's tough.
Oh,
So we'll
gosh.
see.
I don't know. I think they'll be good at this one.
All right. So Haley.
Do we do rock, paper, scissors again, or is
No,
it
so-
Haley?
It just
Actually, no.
alternates.
No.
Haley.
Oh, wait.
Bethany, you start since you lost this round.
Oh, okay.
You
All right.
start again.
Cool.
Okay.
Opening day rides that are still
she knows this
operating.
one.
There
She's
are
got it.
11.
She's
How
got
many
him.
can
Look
you
at her.
name?
She's totally got him.
I
She's
just
got it.
made a reel for this for Disneyland's birthday. And I wrote the list of the 11. Are you counting Disneyland Band as one of them? Because that was on my list.
I am not.
Okay.
Oh, all the Main
I'm
Street
going to say, what?
All the Main Street cars, vehicles.
Not the cars.
Those are
Those are
attractions.
not, yeah, they weren't opening day, I don't think. Not all of them. I'm going to say, 7.
7.
Mhm.
All right, Haley, can you do 8?
No, I can do 6.
All right.
I don't
so
want
you
to be
pass.
put on pressure with this one.
So you pass. All right, Bethany.
So all you have to
Okay.
get is 6.
All you have to get is 6.
Since
You don't have to get all of
Oh, wait,
them.
no, you said 7.
Did you say 7?
Seven.
You said 7.
Yeah.
So
That's
you don't
right.
have to get all. You just have to get 7 for the point.
Okay.
All right. Go for
All
it.
right. Autopia,
Mm-hmm.
Jungle Cruise,
Mm-hmm.
Carousel,
Mm-hmm.
Snow White,
Yep.
Peter Pan.
Yep.
What other ones did I get footage for? Oh my gosh. Oh, the railroad. Is that
Yes.
one of them?
Mm-hmm.
I love you, Haley. I swear I just made this reel too.
One more. Just need one more.
It's not. What else in Fantasyland? Teacups. Got it. There it is.
Yes.
Yes.
There you go.
Yay!
Do you have an
gotta
idea
wait
of
my
what the
bestie.
other ones are?
Okay.
Gosh.
Wasn't Casey Jr. or did that start out? that
Casey
was after-
Jr. was
it
like a month
right-
later because they had
Oh,
issues
really?
with it. Oh, Storybook Land Canal Boats.
Yeah.
I had Casey
And
Jr. train
Small-
listed
no,
on
Small
there.
World.
My source is
You're
wrong.
wrong.
Yeah, no, it was like a month later.
So then there's
So
10.
technically there's 10.
Yeah, I have the list. Like I said, I didn't want to cheat. It was so funny too because they included the Disneyland Band because I guess they have been there since opening day. But yeah, Autopia, Tea Party, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride,
Mhm.
Snow White, Canal Boats, The Railroad, Mark Twain Riverboat, Main Street Cinema, and Jungle Cruise, Peter Pan. Yeah.
All right. So it's 2-1, right?
Yes.
When
I
did
have
the
one
to one,
point.
Tiki
yes.
Room
2-1.
open?
Yes.
That was in the 60s, 63?
Yeah.
63, I want to
Okay.
say.
So we have one more category. This one's worth 2 points.
Oh, it's worth 2 points.
So 2 points. So Bethany, if you win this one, you win.
Okay.
If Haley takes this one, she wins.
That I will win.
So this is tiebreaker.
That is how it works.
So
Okay, so now it's Haley.
yes. So Haley, you go first with this one. There are 7 rides where the ride vehicle is a car.
Okay.
How many can you name?
In the resort or in
Yes,
Disneyland?
in the resort. So both
In
parks.
both parks, yeah.
How many did you say?
7.
7.
I'm just gonna say 7. I'll figure it out. Okay.
All right.
Autopia,
Yes.
Mr. Toad's,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Are we talking Main Street vehicles?
No.
No, just like
Okay.
attractions.
Okay, hold on.
Are those listed as attractions though?
Indiana Jones.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. I'm like blinking right now. So you have the Jungle Cruise, and then you have.
I know. I want to look at a map.
Does Winnie the Pooh count?
No, that's a
honeycomb.
You're in it.
honeycomb.
Right,
Or
but like it's a car.
beehive?
So I just okay.
No, like a car.
Look like a car.
Yeah, it looks
Okay.
like a car. Yeah, it's supposed to be a car.
None there. Well, does a spaceship car count? Okay, not that.
I know I kept doing that too. I'm like, that's a spaceship.
Oh.
How many do I have? I don't even know.
You have 3.
Roger Rabbit.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Mickey.
More.
No, that's a train. Am I saying Emma a lot?
You're good.
I said Autopia.
You've got more in California Adventure.
Oh, I forgot about that. Okay. California Adventure. Monsters Inc.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that a car? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Monsters Inc. And then that's an elevator. That's an airplane. It's a seashell. I'm like going right by
I was
right.
like,
She's so close.
How many do I have?
4.
You have 5.
No,
And how many are there?
7.
7? Okay. Does the thing count on the Midway Mania?
No.
Is that a car? No.
Mm-mm.
You have 2 in the same land.
Mm-hmm.
2 in the same land.
I guess
I
we
don't
stop
know.
keeping track of the time.
Yeah, sorry, I stopped.
I think that's
That's
more
right.
than 10
That's right.
All right, I got 5.
Okay. All right.
Let's see.
So,
Wait, hang on.
Finish it up, B.
Let me see.
Cars Land.
Oh,
Radiator Springs Racers and Luigi's Rollickin' Roadsters.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh my God, I feel
And there's
so
one
dumb.
more.
No,
Okay,
no,
wait. Did she?
I didn't think
The Cars ride? Like,
Did you say Autopia?
those.
Yeah, I did.
You
Haley
did?
said
Oh,
Autopia.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, we got.
wait, in the car question, I forgot about the car.
Well, it's just so easy.
So-
It's too easy. So
Yeah.
that was the first one that I thought of, and then I was like, Radiator Springs Racers, Autopia. What else? I was like so stumped. So you got a lot that I
Well,
wouldn't have.
When I was,
I was
going
literally
through this
going.
with. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was going the opposite way in the park, so I just didn't get there yet.
Yeah, you would have gotten there. I was doing the same thing. I was like, train. That's a beehive.
Yeah.
Like I was like, maybe
Well, I would have
spaceship.
woken up at 2 a.m. like, dang it, Cars Land.
All right.
This
Well,
is so
Bethany.
fun. I love this.
Yeah, you're our grand prize winner. We don't have a prize for you, but
I have a crown for you.
There you
And
go.
2 for
Yay, I
you.
get to come get it tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow I'll give it to you. I thought you were going to ask questions like, what are the 7 dwarfs? How many of those can you name? So I wrote them down.
Just in case.
The Disneyland
case.
question.
I know. I want you to come up with more categories
Yeah.
of this. Yeah.
There was one.
Yeah,
I
that
was
was so
working on
fun.
one, but it was taking too long. Was all the different flavors of churros.
Oh, I
Oh,
would
So
my
that could get
gosh,
tricky
gotten
with
that.
seasonal, though.
I know.
I mean,
but I
like,
was
or
just going off
some-
the current menu,
menu?
and I was getting close to like 20. I mean,
Oh,
There's
wow.
so many.
there's
And
a lot.
Bethany and I
ridiculous.
are both not big foodies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and we just like the original churro. Although I had I can't remember the name of it. Some like the maple bacon
Oh, I
churro.
want to try that one.
That was amazing.
The friendship
was
one
really
was really good on Princess Night with like the lemon
Yeah.
sugar. Oh, that was so good.
Ooh.
I like it when they
good
like
too.
change the flavor drastically, I guess, because then it like makes sense
Yeah.
why they're doing it, right? Like so the maple bacon, I like the sweet and savory. And then the friendship one, the sour was really good. That was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried one once. It was just like the cookie crumble or something. And I was like, this just tastes the same. Like
Yeah.
it didn't really.
Yeah, just a
Yeah.
few
I can't
bucks
remember
more.
the name of it, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a very fun game.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I loved it.
Yeah, that was fun. Well, we'll end it up here. So before we go, where can people find you? So Haley, where can people find you? Find your information.
You can find both of us on Moms with Magic on Instagram. And then you can find my light up crowns at Moms with Magic Crowns
Awesome. And
And
then,
momswithmagic.com.
and momswithmagic.com. Yeah.
all right, Bethany.
You can find me at Moms with Magic Plans on Instagram and Threads now, apparently, even though I haven't posted anything on there. And then, you can also find me at Concierge on Instagram, concierge.com.
Momswithmagic.com. You too.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. You can book a call with me on momswithmagic.com.
That's great.
I'm very excited to go to sleep tonight and dream of Disney.
Awesome.
Thank
Well,
you
it was
for
so fun
having
having you
us.
all on. Yeah,
Yes,
it's been
thank
great.
you for coming on.
So,
This was so fun.
And we may have to book something with a travel agent now that we know one personally. So
Yes, please. I would love to help you.
You won't regret
all
it.
right. All right. Well, thank you all, and we'll talk to you all soon.
Yeah, thank you
Sounds
so
good.
much.
Thanks.
Well, that was fun.
The way you said that sounded sarcastic. So
Sarcastic. Well, that was fun.
well, that was fun.
No,
That
it was fun.
A lot of fun.
It was fun.
I'm so glad they came on.
Yeah.
That was fun. And I want some more categories in that game
Yeah,
because I want to play it.
I was worried because I'm not a game player and I'm not good at coming up with these things. I'm also not good at explaining.
That's okay.
How
Games
games
are
work.
hard to explain. I'm
And-
not great at explaining it either.
So, but they caught on pretty quick.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I
they're-
was
they-
actually surprised how good they were.
I wasn't.
I was like, I'm gonna get them on these ones, but
I wasn't because
opening.
we were playing earlier just because I wanted to, because I knew I wasn't playing tonight and I wanted to see if I could get them. And I was pretty slow, but they are there all the time. I mean, they
true.
live close. They're magic key holders. Bethany's a, Disney travel planner. So like they know, they spend a lot of time there. So as we started, I was like, oh man, they're going to nail this. And they did. So we'll just have to come up with other categories that could maybe, because they do like deep track stuff, So we gotta come up with some harder ones.
Yeah. I want to continue my churro journey. How many different flavors there are.
Yeah.
There's many. So I lost track. But yes, that was fun. Thank you all for tuning in, listening.
Don't forget to follow us on Instagram
Yes.
at
Go for it.
at dreaming.disney.podcast. No,
No, you got it wrong.
at
dreaming.of.disney.podcast.
Check out Bethany and Haley's Instagram at Moms with Magic, at Moms with Magic Crowns, at Moms with Magic Plans. Also through the summer, if you want to check out one of Haley's beautiful crowns, you can use the code Dreaming of Disney for 10% off. Use that at checkout.
Yeah, we got a code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave us a review if you are enjoying our podcast. It would mean the world to us. We'll give you a shout out.
Yeah. The more you can review, the more people can listen, the more that we can do more things like this. And the more.
The more. We'll have some fun things coming up in a few weeks, some reviews of some fun Disneyland things. So, yeah.
I had to think about what you're
Rogers.
referring to. Rogers, the musical. Yes, we'll do that in a few weeks.
So, we'll come back with a recap and a review of that. And
And I feel good that Bethany solidified our choice and pushing it back, even though we want to go
our Disney World trip.
trip, even though we really want to go. It's August. She made it pretty clear that it's probably best to push it back.
Yeah.
So thanks for listening. We appreciate you all.
We do.
And we'll.
This is the Dreaming of Disney podcast,
This is the
by the
Dreaming
way.
Dog.
Come back next week.
All right. We will.
We will.
We will be there. Will you?
Will we?
We hope you will be. All right. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.